Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Laura with Stitchin with Laura. How's everybody doing? I hope everyone is having a great Monday. Well, today as you can see we are going to be working on this single color one and it's called Treasure Bowl. I got it from AliExpress back in August and the color we are using is 666 red. And I'm working in this symbol right here, trying to finish it. And this whole thing is sitting like so. If you can see it. There you go. How's everybody doing? I hope y'all had a great weekend. Mine was kind of quiet. Plenty of time to sit in my rocking chair and just stitch away. In fact, I started working on this one and I've also worked on the other one that I got at the same time. They're both the same size, they're both 14 counts. As you remember, I got these as 11 counts and I changed my mind and got them both in 14 count because I liked it much better. So yeah, worked on this. I pulled out Copenhagen, worked a little bit on it, pulled out Amsterdam, but I didn't work on it. I got hung up working with this. It was just kind of peaceful working with one color, you know. Sometimes you just need that. Try to stay in the center there. Didn't do much of anything. Watch Netflix and YouTube and just stitched away. Did manage a couple-hour nap. Yeah, it was just kind of a peaceful afternoon. Had my, or peaceful day, I should say. Had my beef and noodles for dinner. For lunch, I made a full breakfast. Hash browns, bacon, eggs. And that filled me completely up until about 7 o'clock when I finally had dinner. But yeah, just not in the mood to do much at all. It was a lovely day outside. Sunshine was out, so I got to look at the beautiful blue sky shining on the mountains there while I stitched away. Now, Saturday I worked on the dragon boat and something else. Oh, that girl. The stitching girl, shall we call her? For a little bit. So yeah, it's just been kind of a stitchy weekend. Put it down, go do something, then come back and stitch some more. Yeah, just quite relaxing. At some point I went and got a cup of my jasmine green tea. Had that while I was sitting there looking out the window and stitching. So yeah, I seem to be requiring a lot of quietish time. So, and that's okay too. Life does not have to be hectic or any more hectic than you actually make it. So, fun times. What's everybody else working on? You're working on something fun. something that you like to work on, whether it be cross stitch or any other kind of you know, artsy craftsy thing. Or you might have just decided to read a book. I can't sit still long enough to read a book. I have to have all my books read to me as far as Audible, because I found out I can't. If I'm reading a book in person, I can't stitch. That's not going to work, unless I was working on something maybe like this where it was one color. But yeah, that just doesn't work for me. Now, oh my goodness, just will not bend for me. Before I forget, I did have 2 ladies send me pictures of projects that they're working on, and I'll put those right in here. Thank you, ladies, for sending me your works in progress. They're beautiful. They will be stunning when they're done. Anybody else has any projects you'd like to send pictures of, or, you know, doesn't have to be cross stitch, just whatever you're working on, you can send it to my, whoops, speaking of stitching and talking, send it to my email address, and it's in the description box below, and I will get them in as soon as I possibly can. I would appreciate it. We all love to see what everybody else is working on, because, you know, usually we don't need an excuse to buy another kit, you know, because that just happens naturally, shall I say? Yeah. But everybody likes to see what everybody's working on, so yeah, send away. I didn't put any pictures in yesterday because it was paint by number, and technically it was still a review, so that's why they'll be in today. I'm gonna start stitching the wrong way. Holy cow. Oops, wrong place. About to run out of thread here. But this is really easy to work on. And it's a doable size. It's not ginormous like my koi. So I find a lot more pleasure working on these. I couldn't find this one per se. When I went looking, I found the 11 count that I had gotten. But yeah, this one was hiding right over here. Yeah, the whole time. It's not like I went on an extensive search or frantic one. I knew it had to be here somewhere. So, get rid of that thread. No grand plans for this week that I know of. I know on Saturday night, you know, when you get ready to go to bed, we get to change the clocks back, so that's about as exciting as it gets, other than my March Saturday stitching. So, whoop, 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 whoop. Some days I forget which direction the canvas is actually sitting. Or I forget that I have a loop at the end. That's awesome. Because I have been known to take the thread and pull 2 whole strands off of the 6 and cut them in half. Sometimes it's just easier that way. And then I get really messed up. So 9 out of 10 times I just pull a single strand, fold it in half, and voila, we have the loop method. It's like when I've been working on the silk cross stitch, I don't put knots in my regular cross stitch, but in the silk I do, just to kind of, keep it where it's supposed to be, because it's so, not slimy, but just slippery, and it doesn't, yeah, it is so not cotton thread. We'll just go there. I like it, but yeah, you have to approach it a little bit different. I do, at least. I don't know about y'all. I've heard of people kind of melting the ends together, but haven't done that. My luck, the whole thing would just go up in flames. So it's just as easy to tie a knot. It's a lot of stitching. And I didn't much want to start on the outside edge, because that's going to take a hot moment. Just wanted an area that was doable, shall we say. Can't believe it's Monday and I have to go to work. Yeah, I kind of just ignore it and go do what I gotta do and come home. Yep. It does get me out of the house, but it's a little bit quiet. It's about as quiet at work as it is here. The only difference is people actually show up there. So I guess home is sometimes quieter. I don't know if all that made sense. Never mind. This one, I can remember stitching on it, and I was stitching over here on this, and I just kept stitching the white, I'd stitch the blue, and all of a sudden this whole thing was one single color, so I had to take all where you see the white, I had to take it all out. I was like, seriously? I guess it was such a serene experience, I just stitched. Yeah, we're kind of avoiding that place, and we'll just leave it alone for a while and stitch someplace else. Very well printed pattern. The threads are perfect. They lay down just fine. Typical Joy Sunday. At least 99% of the times. I have had some really thin thread from Joy Sunday. I believe it was the one where there was like a pathway where you walk, and then over the pathway was all those pink, I don't know if it was sakura trees or not, what they were, but they were all pink. And there was a pale, either a white or a pale pink. Yeah, it was so thin, I had to use 3 strands just to get it to show up. Yeah, I gave that up. This is a beautiful picture, though. I loved all those pink trees. Now, I'm not much for wearing pink because pink is not my color. I don't wear many pastel colors. When I was younger, it used to wash my face out, so now my complexion is kind of changed, you know, from being out in elements and doing different things in life. But I don't know. Pink just in something. It had better be pretty hot pink or darker pink than pastel pink. Yeah. Now my granddaughter, she just loves any shade of pink. But she's 9, so we'll see how that changes over the next few years. Grow up and go, oh, I hate pink. I don't know how I ever liked pink, you know. Who knows? Stuff happens. You know how kids are. Change their minds all the time. I guess they're practicing to be women. Okay, what is going on here? Well, we almost finished this little bit. But I don't think we're going to get any more than 1 or 2. Maybe 3. Let's see if I can go down and even this up. Maybe. I might just make it. Oh, yeah. It's getting so that the threads are uneven. I didn't know where it was going to end. Let me just anchor that. Come on. Then I can turn it around. So, you see, I don't have very much of it done. I did that handle. Oh, you can't see anything. Let me bring you down. Oh, my goodness. Okay, so I did the handle-ish thing here. Got to a big area and went, nope. And then I went down there. And we've almost got that finished. Just that much more. And then I'm not sure where I'm going to go. Maybe I'll try to work on an edge. I don't know. We'll see. Alright guys, thank you for joining me today. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. And please hit the bell. That way you'll know when my next video comes out. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you next time. God bless. Bye-bye. Keep stitching.